Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Mizzle. You're watching my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm here doing a review of Sistas Season 1, Episode 13. So it's a continue on. You know, the Oval ended last week, so it'll come back in May, and I guess Sistas continue on until we get any further details from the season, from Tyler Perry when they're going to end. But it was a good episode, but same things as always. Things like I said, okay, whatever. I just rolled my eyes. So let me just jump right into it. All right, let's just start with, let's go Cameron. And you know, it started off when it ended last week. Remember I said last time it cuts off, but based on the previews, I seen that the lady killed herself. So yes, Aaron's ex-wife, that white lady, that she cheated on him and that led to divorce, keep you following Cameron a lot. Cameron broke off with Aaron. Since she found out he was a preacher and stuff like that, she got back with Zach. So she's not with Aaron. She had to talk to him for a while. So I don't know why she followed her to her shop. Made it seem like if you follow her, you know she had to talk to the guy for so long. But she stayed in the shop, all that stuff. She was going hysterical, crazy. She took a gun and blew her brains out and shot herself right in front of Cameron. Like, if anybody see that, when you see somebody shot themselves right in front of you, it would put you in shock. It was like, wow. It's like, I don't know how I came to get through this. Like, get that out of your mind. Like, this lady just literally shot herself right in front of me. And then all her blood is on me. And her, I think her coworker, or her employee, Pam, was right there next to her trying to tell her calm down. So Cam was like, oh my God, she just shot herself. Shot herself. We gotta, Pam would say, we gotta call the police. He said, okay, we gotta get crazy. And then she saw everything. She's like, oh my God, no! And it was blood. Yeah, she was freaking out, and I would feel the same way. I was like, wow, it's like you shot yourself and your blood is on me. I would freak out too. She Cam said, Pam said, you gotta calm down, calm down. I said, calm down, calm down. She shot herself right in front of me in my shop. The blood is right there, the body's right there, and all her blood is on me. Calm down for what? So she came went into the sink trying to wash all that blood off. She said, oh my gosh, I can't wash it off. And Pam said, you gotta calm down, it's okay, you gotta calm. I said, stop telling her to calm down. Stop telling her to calm down. She don't need to calm down right now. She is just shocked. Anybody shoot their stuff in front of you and they right close range. It's not like she was cautiously or something you seen on TV, right close range right here. She was right there, Cam's right here. It just said boom, one of the things was on her. So she will be hysterical. Anybody in that situation will be hysterical. Unless you somebody who's very out of tune in emotions, you just blank that out, or you seen that way too many times, and it's not gonna phase you. But any normal person will freak out when somebody shot themselves right in front of you, and the blood is gonna get on you. So I would feel the same way. So Cameron, so they took Cameron to the hospital. Pam called Zach on the phone and told Zach what's going on. He's up here trying to figure out why she's in the hospital, what happened, why you calling my phone, and things like that. It was still crazy, but he was with Danny at the time. Now, that's for spoke to Danny. And Zach came to Danny, and he's all flipped out because he's got that news about him being a possible baby father to the girl that he was messing with Cameron. He cheated on Cameron a couple of times, and one of the girls got pregnant. I said, you're going to cheat and you're not going to wear a condom, stupid behind. So Danny was like, wow, you gonna put it up there and you're not gonna use a condom. You use the word condom. Like, he said, yeah, I know, but I was pissed. And I said, being pissed at not reason for you not to protect yourself, so you won't be in this situation by being a potential baby father. Oh, whatever, Zach. So they started talking back and forth. And Cameron said, no, Danny said, you better tell her. He said, yeah, I will tell her. I'm going to tell her my own time. Let me tell her. Because Danny got a problem for spilling the beans. She will tell it. You can't tell her anything because she will spill the beans. Everything. So he was like, let me tell her. I want to tell her myself. He said, okay. You better tell her tonight. Tell her tonight or else I will say something. I said, oh, Zach, you better tell her. But now, so they was going back and forth about telling her, and he said he wanted to tell her tonight, but he didn't want to tell her tonight. She said, no, you got to tell her tonight. Do what you got to do. And then we got the phone call about Cameron being at the hospital, so Danny heard it. She said, oh, we got to go. I said, one thing about this, like, I know a lot of TV shows does this, and a lot of drama, but in reality, let's be for real. Nobody's not going to leave their job and just up to leave their job when somebody called you on the phone. First of all, when somebody called your phone, you just go answer your phone in the workplace or with an idiot like that. You excuse yourself. If it's an emergency, you answer the phone, something like that, and say, hello, I can't talk to you for a long time. Cut off the phone. All right, but not out of the open with all these people watching, cameras watching. You got to go somewhere where you can answer the phone first. And then second of all, if you do get the answer phone call, yes, your family's in the hospital and everything, but you just can't leave like that. You got to let your supervisor know, somebody there to say that as an emergency, I gotta go, I can come right back and stuff like that. Dude, you just go, oh, I come right there in 25 minutes, I'm leaving. And then both Zach and Danny, both employees in one establishment will leave to go to the hospital like that. I mean, it's a TV show, so you cannot expect more realism, but at least make it at least some realistic aspect. You just can't leave your job like that. Unless if it's not immediate family, yes, that's your good best friend, and that's Zach's girlfriend. But if it's not immediate family, like a mom and dad, a brother or sister who's in deathbed or something like that, then you just can't just leave out of there. Even though if it is like that, you still gotta let your supervisor know that you're leaving the premises. You just can't just leave the job. But that's part of it. And every one of them was like, once they get into somebody called them and said, oh, I need your help, I need something, I come right there, I come right away. I said, how can you just do that? Just walk and just go somewhere? I said, like, but that's television, so you can't expect 100% realism. But when you in workforce place, at least make that believable. Make that believable. You know, nobody just will walk out of a job like that just because somebody called them because they need them. I said, I call you when I go to work. Let me know, something like that. If it's a life or death situation, then I will take that step. But you still let your supervisor know. That's me. All right, so they left. Danny is driving to the hospital, and she's driving on the speeder limit. Zach was like, why is you driving so slow? She said, I'm on a dirty. Basically, she got stuff on her that if she get pulled over, she get jail time, whatever, and she ain't supposed to be having that stuff. And he was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get out of here. You gotta get me out the car, get out of my car. She said, what are you going on? He said, I'm probation. I cannot be on this. I can't. If I in the possession, because yes, when you probation or whatever, you can't be near somebody with drugs or anything that will lead you back to jail. No legal activity that's not supposed to be happening. You're not supposed to be around. So the fact that he next is Danny and she's driving while she's driving dirty, it's crazy. So stop rushing her to act like, stop pushing her to speed faster. Let her drive the speed limit so she won't get caught, all right? And they started talking, and basically Pam told her that the girl shot herself in front of Karen, and I guess about a guy that Karen used to mess with and everything. So Zach, in that car, he started getting his feelings. He said, oh, I can't believe it. She's messing with. I know that dude. I want to know that dude. I think I know that dude. That's the one who figures she embarrassed me in front of. I don't know why she does. And Danny was like, I know you're not upset. I know you're not getting upset and mad at her when you got a whole baby away, in a way. I was like, yes. I was like, I know this guy's not getting upset in the car like that. I know. I was, first of all, you was a cheater, a liar, a cheater, a deceiver, heartbreaker, like basically all that. And you did this a couple of times, gave her STD and everything. Now you might have a potential baby on the way, and you mad because she used to mess with somebody else. And actually, she was messing with him that a little bit. She messed with him a little bit, found out the thing, she got back with you, so why you mad? Why you mad? See, that's a double standard. Men could do all that stuff, but when a woman do something, they get a little mad. And she didn't even do anything. She didn't even sleep with the guy. She didn't do nothing. The only thing they had done was a kiss. And he basically freaking forced her to the kiss, just like whoop, in the kiss like that. So she was taken aback. Other than that, they ain't really kissed like that. All right, Zach. So I was here for Danny. I like Danny this episode because she was letting them know, even though she is in her own funny way, how she speak her truth and say what she need to say. But she was like, I know you need to get it together, because when you go in there, you better hush that out, because it's gonna be fun when you get mad at her, see some kind of dude, and you gonna tell her about the baby mama. I want to see some fun. I would say I'll be fun too. I want to see the action too. So you want to be on your feelings about this Aaron guy. So they went to the hospital. Now let's push forward to Andy. I rolled my eyes with Andy because I'm getting sick and tired of this girl, and I get sick and tired of the storyline. I like Andy's in the house, so you know she's in the blues because everything happened by finding out the news on stuff. She believed Gary. She believes Gary that he really don't want to be with the wife. He wanted to leave. He wanted to be with Andy. He loves Andy and stuff, all that stuff. But she's still hesitant about going this because at the end of the day, she put herself in a situation. Yes, at the end of the day, you put yourself in a situation. So he came, he forgot his key card, right? Because she's up here calling people. She calling Cameron. Cameron's not answering because Cameron's at the hospital. Now she calls Sabrina, and Sabrina just left her job and go over there to see what Andy's at. And actually, she got the phone with her off with him. Oh, I think it was after. I think it probably was afterwards. She talked to Gary. Gary came to the house and he knocked the door. He forgot his key card, whatever he forgot. And still left the boy at the house. I said he's coming back. I said, why is you giving him the opportunity to keep coming back to the house, girl? You really don't value your life or your career or anything about that, right, Andy? So he got his key card, and then he was sitting here talking, and then he started crying, doing that manipulation kind of tactic to her, and she's up here freaking trying to believe this guy. And you just want him, because just because he cracked down tears doesn't mean like he's really do. Whether we believe that he really loves Andy or not, that could be the difference. He could be possibly, he could love Andy. But in fact, the still remains is that he's still married. He is still married. So no matter what you do, Andy, you cannot do anything more with that. And they, at the end of the day, you have more to lose than him. Yes, he gonna lose his wife and his kids, and he gonna basically lose everything. He said he don't care about all that. He don't care about all that. I said, yeah, you said that. But you have a lot to lose. You have your career to fall. Go. If you lose that career, you get disbarred. What you gonna do now, girl? Now you can't even get the freaking degree back. Maybe you can. I don't know, but that would be hard to get your license back after you get disbarred. So I don't know what you gonna do. So he's talking, he's crying, and saying all this stuff, and he said, I may have to do what I have to do, right, to make sure she don't do all this craziness, and I should listen to you, and I love you, and the biggest mistake I had done is that I should have had divorced her before I got with you. And I said, yeah, that's what you should have done, and that's what she should have forced you to do. I was not forced you to do. I was like, if Andy was a real classy chick, she would say, I'm not messing with no married man. If you gonna mess with me, you need to be divorced, and I need to sign divorce papers. See the divorce papers. And since she's a divorce attorney, why she will fall into the trap of this craziness? I don't understand. That's like a contradiction right there. She is a divorce attorney and falling into the trap with a married man. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes it makes high power women, no matter what situation, they can make a lot of money and stuff like that, fall so easily to a freaking F-boy man trap. F-boys. They trap. They can fall easily. They just drop all caution to the wind to fall for these F-men, basically. Alright, so later on, he just started getting pissed off because he was telling that, everything's going on. If this happened or stuff, you can leave or craziness. You know, Andy's not trying to leave her job. She loves her job. So he started getting pissed off. I said, see, that's a manipulation tactic that he does. And the wife said he does that. And he does this a couple of times. He had did this, Andy, and you still in your freaking la la land. And she got taken aback because he got pissed off. He said, oh, that's it? Why you can't tell me to stay? Why you didn't tell me to stay like that? You just gonna let me go and everything, and I'm sorry, you just gotta fight for me to stay for you and everything. And also, why are you not leaving? I could take care of you. I was saying, oh, she taking everything you got. You don't have no reason to take. You got no means to take care of Andy. So Andy said, I'm not trying to leave my job. I'm not doing that. I'm staying. That's my career. That's my livelihood. So you go stay with your job and not choose me? And I say yes. What do you expect her to do? Oh my gosh. Brave Ty, because I don't know, this guy, he getting me aggravated, and I'm getting so aggravated with Andy for her. So he left and still left this water on the table. I said he gonna come right back again. Sabrina came. She told him about Sabrina. Andy told Sabrina what happened, everything, and Andy made a thing, said, oh well, I wish Karen right here. So Sabrina said, okay, I guess I know about it. She said, oh, I ain't mean like that. You know, she gave same advice. I said, what kind of advice that Karen gave you that make you feel like she give you same advice? Karen was basically encouraging his behavior. He said, oh, well, he leave his wife for you, go ahead. I said, no, girl, that was the wrong advice. So what advice that Karen gave you lately that was so insane that got you in this situation? Karen gave you good advice, and you continue this behavior. So what is it? Stop it. Stop it. Get out my face with that. Get out my face. All right, so Sabrina and Maurice. Maurice invited Javier. He said he gonna do that trick about getting a bisexual man, Javier, or get a guy that he know Javier to go cook for Sabrina and them at the house. He invited the guy Javier at 7 o'clock, cook dinner at her house. He'd make good food. Invite Calvin over and see the trick is. You go see if you go do a threesome. If he's into it, then he likes men. If he's not into it, he doesn't really like men and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, whatever. He said all that. Invite her. She said, I'm not comfortable with this. No, I'm not doing no. Maurice is still strong on her, strong arming her, convincing her. And eventually she gave in. Even though she was still hesitant, she gave in a little bit. Calvin came, he said he wanted to invite her to dinner. And he said, I just want to see how you're doing because you had not been talking to me and you haven't been returning my calls. And I want to know if you're going to be standoffish and being cutthroat and cutting me off. I want to see your reaction. And she said, no, it's not. I said, Sabrina, get it out. This is the problem I have with you. You still don't have a problem in speaking. Tell it straight up. I said, listen, man, I didn't like when you stuck that freaking vibrator up in your behind too far in, and I can't do it. And I was very uncomfortable. You was enjoying that stuff way too much. I don't like my man. I don't like that. I'm not comfortable with that. I was not comfortable using my vibrator on you. So just say it straight up so he knows. But he said, what is it? You gonna talk to me? What is it? And she said, well, you was enjoying yourself a little too much than me. And I was like, all right. So he coming to the house. Move on from that. Sabrina is going to the hospital. Sabrina and Andy find out the call. They go to the hospital. Danny and Zach went to the hospital. Went into the room. And that nurse was kind of rude anyway. Danny was like, Danny got something for that nurse. She looked like she wanted to beat her up. But went to the room. They talking, she hugged, and then Zach trying to proceed to ask her questions. And then he was saying crazy. He said, you did like what you did with the guy? Why he did? And Danny was saying, shut up. You say that? It's a camera. So why are you asking me these questions? I said, yes, Zach, why are you asking her these questions? Danny was coaching him to say something. He said he's sorry, everything, all that stuff. He be there for her. He tripping. She got out. Should get the doctor so to get discharged. He up here speaking in codes about babies and stuff like that. And Karen was confused. She said, what are you talking about? He basically trying to tell her that he has a baby, but she tried to ask her that she's pregnant. You know, if I was pregnant, I would be forgiven. And I was like, Zach, come on, Zach, use your brain. Like Danny said, use your brain. So they got discharged. Sabrina and Andy came in. They walked to the area. Karen saw Aaron. And he's sitting there. She going there. She hugged him and then a little touchy moment. And Zach was like, he saw that and he wanted to fight. I was like, he wanted to fight. He would just want to fight. He's up in his feelings. I said, you in your feelings, but you have yet to tell this girl that you have a baby mama, so you better shut up. Danny spilled the bill. She spilled the beans. She told Andy and Sabrina, he said, oh, you're getting all upset, but you got a baby mama on the way. They said, what? Really, Zach? That's it? And he got upset. He said, Danny. She said, oh, well, I got to put you down a notch. Boop, boop. Put you down a notch. You're going 2 ups. I got to put you down. He took the train home because they was telling him, leave, bye, no, you're not talking to her, bye. After all that stuff, he finally left. Karen and Aaron was talking, and then the woman's wife came in. Not the woman's wife. The ex-wife who shot herself, mother, and I guess some chick who ain't saying nothing, I guess a sister, walks in, and she was upset. She said, you the tramp that was sleeping. I said, no, she was not sleeping with Aaron. See, that ex-wife, your crazy daughter killed herself telling you some of these lies, she was not sleeping with him. He didn't mess with her till after they got the ex divorce, and then they didn't sleep with each other. And he took her on a date. Yo freaking daughter cheated on this man with his friend. So she slapped him. Then I think she went after Cam, or she said, "Oh, you get out of here, stop it!" And I was like, "Y'all need to shame yourself. You go to hell." And walked out. And Danny said, "Oh, you speak to Jesus with that mouth," and walked out. And that's it. I was like, Last but not least, at the house, Sabrina was at the hospital. Right? But I forgot. Cameron did tell Aaron exactly what happened. That he said he think that Cameron was there to comfort him. She said, "I didn't come to comfort you. I came here to let you know that your ex-wife shot herself right in front of me in my shop." So he said, "Oh," and then they hugged again. That's when the mother came in. All right, so Sabrina got a text because they took Cameron to the house. Sabrina got a text with Maurice, Javier, and Calvin picture, and she said, "Oh my God, what's going on?" She got to leave. They said, "Girl, I don't know what's going on." I was like, stop it. You don't know what's going on." All right, meanwhile, while Sabrina was at the hospital, Maurice know the spare key. I said, first of all, where you got the spare key so freaking obviously found that anybody could find that key and let herself film in her apartment? I said, I don't like that. I would say, yes, cute. You want to give your friend a key and everything. You want to put it under the mat, by the vase, by her wall. It was like a table and it was under the vase. So he took that key and let herself in. I said, what the hell? Can't be, I don't know where y'all at, but it won't be in my place. You won't get no key to me. You staying outside until I get there. That's what I say. All right, so they walked in. They talking. He started making the food. Well, Maurice started giving Javier. Javier started taking the food out because he was going to cook. Maurice got the wine. And Javier said, "Oh, you cute. I like you." He said, "Oh, okay." He said, "You into men?" He said, "No." What? He said, "Well, Maurice told me to bring it over here to say you was into men." So he said, "Oh." So Calvin was like, "Oh, I see what's going on." He didn't like that. So Maurice, I think Calvin started putting the plan. He said, "Okay." He started flirting back and playing with them. He said, "Oh, I think you're cute too. Let's go on." Maurice just started open. He said, doing all that, get open, and that's what's happened. So we left that. So Sabrina left the hospital, left the place, I think Cameron's place, to come to the thing and see what's going on. She hear moans in the freaking room. I said, "Oh, what's going on?" She hear moans looking at that. She walked out. She walked in. She said, "What the hell?" And that's how it ended. But based on the preview next week, it shows that Maurice had his clothes off. It seemed like Javier was there, and then Calvin was fully clothed. So if Calvin was fully clothed, he didn't do nothing. So he probably played them by getting them drunk so they could be fooling around. But the only thing I didn't like is that Maurice, you sleep and have sex in her bed. I was like, ooh, if I was Sabrina, I would F you up for that. I said, what you're not going to do, come to my house and have sex with somebody in my bed. That's not going to happen. But that was Sisters, y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how y'all feel about this episode. I see y'all on next week, all right? Peace.